Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at, is this the top on Nvidia stock? I had to put that on the title of my video. Alright, well, so we'll answer that question, is this the top on Nvidia, or this is just one off red candle, but this would not do much damage from here on to Nvidia. We'll answer based off of, from the lens of technicals, the data and everything based off the structure. We'll talk about what are the possibilities that price action may provide us from here on. All right. And then conclusively, I'll explain if this is the top or not, or eventually will that be the top? And if that's the case, then what we have to see in that. So with that, guys, let's jump right into it once I let you know that none of this is any financial advice and is only for education purposes. Please do your own thing. I'm just providing here my opinion, nothing more than that. Okay, so today, it's funny that all semiconductors are down except AMD. And when all the semiconductors were going up, AMD was going down, and today it's the complete reversal. But hey, that's what it is, so that's what it is. Now, Nvidia, talking about it, we have a red candle up here first of all, right? But structure all in all on Nvidia is still bullish. As long as we are not losing $125.60, give or take a couple of cents plus minus delta. I'm not going to be penny to penny perfect on the delta there. As long as we are above 125.60 cents, structure on Nvidia is still bullish. We are also above 20 days moving average. We are also above 50 days moving average in the overall structure. But most importantly, this is the level, 125.60 cents right now. That is still holding the previous pivot support structure. This, as for today, this is quite a deeper pullback candle, quite a deeper sell-off. This one-off candle in itself will not decide the fate of Nvidia stock. It's not that this red candle has come and now Nvidia is just gonna crash. No. All right. This doesn't tell any of that, but it doesn't also tell you right now that it's not the top. What we have to see if this is the top, as we'll go through this video, I'll talk about those things as well, and then I'll piece together everything closer to the end of the video. We have a lot of things to talk here. So we got the structure, that it's still the structure is bullish. Technically on the structure right now, this one candle today is just a cool off profit taking and is resulting into a pullback. All right. Now let's go to the hourly interval. So we on intraday today, yes, we are bearish on intraday today. I'll talk about tomorrow in just a second, but what are we seeing? Oh well, guys, one more thing, sorry, I gotta adjust something on my indicator, and that would be the intraday level depth high. It's a high volatile stock for Nvidia right now. So we plummeted today, right down here. So what was to watch for? In the morning, I talked about it. We can take intraday short as well. That was still the level of 136.35 cents. I'm not going to go in much detail on this because I talked about it in the morning video already. And then that was the pullback, intraday scalp to the upside. And then I talked about a couple of levels. If it stays above that, that's fine, but scalp would be until then. And if we lose 138.51 cents, well, yeah, that was first play, right? And then that was eventually to the next level of 136 where we found rebound. But the retest of it, once we failed 136.35 cents, this was the level that I mentioned, expected 133.84 cents. And from the last couple of days, I have also said that if we have to really get the weakness on Nvidia on intraday, Nvidia has to lose this area of, well, 133.80 cents, but also 20 and 50 together with 131.89 cents. Nvidia did that. yes, this does bring weakness in Nvidia stock on intraday levels. Remember, on daily and the swing structure is still holding its structure bullish, but this pullbacks through the intradays can continue to the downside, and let's talk about what are those levels we have to watch. And I haven't forgotten if this is the top or not. I'll answer that once I have put all the pieces together with you guys in this video as I'm going through with the explaining the data, and then at the end of the video I'll talk about that if this is the top or not. What we have to see for that. So now tomorrow intradays, what are the things? Well, after this sell-off, guys, you can expect some bounce, a rebound, right? So what do we have to look for that rebound? So it's very much at that level, 129 and 71 cents area. If Nvidia can stay above it, let's say in the pre-market it's hovering above it, or somehow it stays up here, intraday rebound can come. This rebound can happen in the pre-market itself or during the market open hours as well. If that rebound happens, which will be if it continues to hold 129 and 75 cents, there's a likelihood this rebound can continue all the way to 133 and 83 cents. So yeah, that's one of the things. And then even though I think it will be tough for Nvidia to go above 133 and 79 cents, and this 20 and 50 average moving average will provide it a resistance tomorrow. But if let's say for some reason we get above that, Nvidia can still crawl its way back up to 136 and 33 cents because the overall structure is still technically bullish. So you should be comfortable taking these intraday long if this level holds. But just because we are in the weakness already on intraday and a little bit in the downtrend now, because at least intraday there are chances that cool offs may come. So be prepared. After rebound comes, watch the price action at these levels, 133 and 76 cents and around that. If it starts to sell off here with the wicks forming and all of that, that would be it for the day, and this may continue lower. Now, also please note there is one more level, 131 and 90 cents. On intraday, when we are a little bit in this deeper sell-off, there is also a possibility we might just get a feeble rebound. So just be prepared, just because we are in the intraday downtrend, but these are the levels you are watching for the price action. But there's likelihood a rebound possibility may come, but that would most likely last until 133 and 76 cents. However, if we get above it, let's say something happens and Nvidia says it gaps up and it looks very strong above 133 and 76 cents before even the market opens, then it may just stay up here or crawl its way up here to the next levels. All right, but do expect cool off to do expect the rebounds to be shorted by the traders. It happens after such a sell-off. The next day rebounds are usually sold off. So be prepared. That's why I'm providing those levels. Intraday rebound may come, but then since intraday for a couple of days we might run into some more cool-offs, and so downside may come. Now, but this level though we have down here 125 and 64 cents. Until then, yeah, that cool-off can come, and then this is the level we are watching. There is, because overall structure, now this is where 200 hours moving average support is sitting with the significant support from the daily area, 125 and 56 cents is a structural support. Okay, so, and with the 20 days moving average. So until then, these cool offs are fine on intraday, but this is where the beauty of this comes, like of the trend following, the direction following on, and the structure following. Nvidia is such a big cap stock after this red candle is just not going to flatten out. I said that back over here as well when we had this type of red candle, right? That is just not going to flatten out. It's going to go through the distribution phase, and then we got one flush down there. But then once the pivot starts to form, I was like, guys, the pivot is forming. If we get again above that level of now it's $82 after split, we will continue higher, and that's what we have been getting. Pivots have been forming, and we have been talking about that since then, right? And what I'm saying is that I'm not saying that Nvidia can't form a top here. We'll talk about that in just a second. But it's not just going to fall straight crashed from here. There will be chances and opportunities intradays at these significant levels that with these supports you can still play intraday rebounds or intraday upsides. At this point, now it brings me to the point that if this is the top, so guys, here's the thing. This one candle is not going to mark the top in my opinion. Again, market can do anything, but majority of the time, 80% plus times, this is what happens. These big cap stocks don't just crash. There will be times that this first has to go through the distribution phase if it has to become from hair structure to the downside. And this distribution phase, since the trend is already uptrend, you are better off trading into the pullbacks eventually at these significant levels intraday upsides, because you will stay with the trend, and because distribution phase can then continue eventually turning accumulation if you break out another high leg, because the trend is still to the upside. Okay, until distribution phase doesn't break the levels, it doesn't become bearish. Distribution phase is part of an uptrend, and if it confirms, it has to break its distribution level to the downside to change the structure. So it's better to stay with the trend, with the direction, and distribution phase is still going to give a lot of intraday opportunities to play to the upside. All right, at these significant levels eventually. And then we'll see if the weakness comes and then distribution phase starts to become weak enough that we might see structure break to the downside. But at this point, at this time, what I would say, this was a great swings plays, guys, right? Like I can show you a little bit of glimpse into my swing bot, right? And let's turn that on. I'm not sure if today I got a sell. I must have, my bot must have given a sell signal. Yeah. So we got the sell finally on the remaining position as well, but you can see the net profitability based off of the amount of shares I have set in this bot. You can, if you have access to my tools, you can set by yourself. But you can see this was a great net profitable play, and the swing position is closed now in profit as well. And that's what I'm saying is that was the swing play. All right, now it's time to focus only on intraday's plays into the distribution phase. As for the levels that I just went with you guys for both short and long, but with the short side, you have to be very careful and nimble and be comfortable in scalping only. It's don't swing short it right now. It has, as I'm saying, it has to go through the distribution phase because it's still in an uptrend. Intraday short can be traded, intraday long can also be traded as how I explained, but this is not the time, in my opinion, to fresh start a new swing to the upside or to the downside. It's not a confirmed direction for that. Intraday, because since the structure is still bullish, intraday long partially, if the price action confirms, can be turned into swing like those partial remaining positions. But for that, you have to, be up to the mark with, doing the daily price action, daily taking a look. It's trading requires time investment. It's not a passive trade. You can't make money just passively sitting on oh, this price is the thing, get in and that's it, and hunky-dory forever. No, it's trading is not the game like that. You have to be every day adapting your position, and that's what I'm here explaining and educating you on, what to look in the price action. So is this the top? So the answer to that is, from my opinion, no, we don't have any confirmation of the top here. Can this become the top? There is a possibility it can become a top, but I am not seeing price action telling me that. All right, I focus on the price action and the data, and the price action and the structure is not telling me that today is the top. It's saying that no, today is not the top, but this could result in the top if for consecutive days we see a price action giving us those confirmations, and I'll talk about that as we go through. And that would most likely be the distribution phase failing to make a higher low, and then we do have to see a break of the level, which in this particular case right now is 125 and 54 cents. All right, so you have the levels, you have the structures, you know what to do. Again, you can go and do whatever you want to do, guys. I'm just providing my opinion here, nothing more than that. And that's Nvidia, all right, for the what I'm making out of for the price action today. If you found this video helpful and valuable, please hit the like, subscribe. And with that, I'll see you in my next videos. If you need access to my tools, links are in the description below of this video. All right, have a good one. Bye.